If you've been around the world of crypto for any amount of time, you know it is extraordinarily volatile and it can be really scary at times. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can deal with all of that crap that's going on and how you're going to be able to succeed no matter what. That's what we're covering on this episode of Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, Terry Brock.
Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and welcome to another episode of Agorapreneurs, where we show you, as a person who's an entrepreneur that believes in the freedom lifestyle, voluntary lifestyle, live and let live, how you can achieve what you need to. And we're going to be talking about that very, very important thing of cryptos and what's going on with that. Because you see, the whole idea of live and let live is you do your thing and let others do their thing. Don't harm others. Don't start out by doing that. Don't initiate force or coercion, but live life voluntarily. That's really what it's all about. And so we talk about that, and crypto is an integral part of what we do. I find a lot of people who are in the Agora movement and the idea of freedom and liberty who believe and would call themselves an agorapreneur embrace crypto, Bitcoin, and sometimes other coins too. And I think there's a lot of value to that, but it can get kind of scary with the prices going up and down dramatically. I mean, they go up, we're going, ooh, this is cool. Then they go down, people get scared, and they start selling everything off. Don't do that. Here's what I'm going to do. Give you some ideas that you can use. Now, this is not financial advice. We're not giving any financial advice here at all because, hey, I'm not qualified to do that. And even if I were, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to give some advice that can help you make it through all of that and what you're going to do. Number one, forget timing the market. Too many people say, oh, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to figure out this and I'll time it here and I'll do that. And you know, it might work for some people, but that's generally not a really good thing to do. What you want to do is do something that's a little bit different. Well, I like the idea of the dollar cost averaging. And again, I'm not making any financial advice, but something that I do is every Friday at 3:01 p.m., I have a certain amount go over into Bitcoin and I buy it, whatever the price is. Kind of goes up and down. It's enough that I can handle it, works really well. And that's something that you ought to consider with your financial planner. Go talk to the people who do the financial planning for you and think about something like that. As it's going crazy up and down in crypto, you might want to do that. That DCA, dollar cost averaging, gives you the ability to be in there. And so as it goes up, okay, you're still getting some there. And if the price goes way up for the same amount of fixed money, you're not getting as much, but that's okay. If it goes down, you're getting a little bit more, and it kind of smooths it out over time. Number two, diversify. This is really important. Something about putting all your eggs in one basket. I like what Andrew Carnegie said. He said, put all your eggs in one basket and then watch that one basket. I think in some things that's good, but I think with money and other things, not quite so good to do that. And again, this is not financial advice, but I think the idea of being able to say, okay, I'm going to have some here and some here and some there makes a lot of sense. So make sure that you're using that diversification and you're not putting all of the family farm, selling that and put it all into one investment. That's generally not a good idea. But you want to be able to look at it, and this is where you do need the financial advice from people who are really smart, who've studied this stuff and do that regularly. They can give you a lot of good help on that. And on number three, hey, I'm going to break with the idea of not giving advice and give you some advice on this and where to invest. Okay, you ready? Number one, invest in your physical and mental health. Yeah, is that financial term? Well, it's going to take some money for that, but you put it into keeping your mind, keeping your body strong. Listen to what medical professionals are saying. Do the things that you know are right for your body. Do what's right for your mind to learn. Read, study, go to seminars, go to the University of YouTube, go out and get podcasts that really are helping you to get better and to get those skills that are really important. That will be real important there. So your physical, mental, that'll be good. And number two, I recommend you invest in market valuable skills. Too many people get degrees today in areas that really don't have much demand. They end up with, I've heard of people like with $100,000, $200,000 student loan debt or more, and they studied something that the market doesn't really care about. The market doesn't want you to want to know about that kind of thing. You might have thought it was really nifty and groovy, and your college professor said it was really cool, but they're not the ones paying your bills when you get out. You want to find something that's really going to be good. Something like STEM. Hey, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, those kind of things are good. Getting a degree in business can be good. Although today, even though I went and got my MBA, for me at the time, it was the right thing to do. A lot of people saying, wait a minute, we might not need to do that, but you do need to invest in your education. So I recommend strongly that you do invest physical and mental health. And number 2, market valuable skills. Number 4, this one's really important. Think long term. Long term, rather than making your decisions on what's the price of Bitcoin today, it's up or it's down, or should I do this or that? Oh no, it went down. Oh no, or oh, it went up. I made this much money. No. Think long term. Think about where you're going to be. I know a lot of people are doing something called HODLing, HODL, hold on for dear life. I tend to like that. The idea you get the Bitcoin and you're not going to sell it. You hang on to that as much as possible. And that way you keep it, and then maybe you give it to your children, and then to your grandchildren, and on that way. And what you do is you then turn around and you can invest it. See, what you can do is now you can use some tools like that can help a lot better. But what you want to do is really think long term for your body, think long term for your business, building relationships, being out there and investing in quality relationships can be another great investment. Getting to know people. And by that, it's not just money. It might be a little bit of money, but it's your time and your energy that you're putting into that to make sure that what you're doing is investing for the long term. I love that Arab quote that says, dig your well before you're thirsty. Very important to do that. And finally, number 5, very important. This is probably the most important. Take emotion out of your decisions. Get rid of the emotion of up and down, volatility, and all that. Don't do that. Get rid of the FOMO, fear of missing out, FOMO. Too many people are fearful of that, and they think, oh, gee, I'm going to miss. I better jump in right now. No. I want you to get the emotions out of it, whether it's screaming high, I'm really excited, or depressed because, the price went down. Look at this more objectively. And then you're going to be able to handle that volatility that's going on in cryptocurrency with Bitcoin and with other coins out there as well. Very, very important on that. And hey, also, I'm going to give you a bonus now. I'll call it 5.7, another one that's out there, a tool that I'm using right now that I encourage you to look into. I'm not saying go buy it, but I'm saying look into it. Matter of fact, it's free, but it's a tool called Cash App, CASH, and it's APP. It's an app that you get, and it gives you the ability to have money that you can send to others tied in with your bank account, and then you can use that. You can also use it to buy and sell Bitcoin. So you've got a tool right there. Matter of fact, that's what I'm using to do the dollar cost averaging I was talking about earlier. I have it set up on Cash App that every Friday at 3:01 p.m. Why? Because, well, that was when I set it up. It happened to be that time. And every week it goes out with a certain amount of money buying Bitcoin. Not a huge amount for me, but it's just a little bit. But I know I'm getting some that way, just buying it. And then what I'll do is I want to buy it and then just hold on to it forever. Remember, if you sell, you do have taxes that need to be paid on that. If you change from one currency to another, in the United States, that is, you have to do that. Now, in other countries, the laws are different. So check where you are and what laws apply there. And get good financial advice on what to do with your crypto, what to do with those kind of things. But I would recommend looking into Cash App. It's a great little tool that can help you in many, many different ways. And so you've got a lot of good options here. And as we look at what's going on, in closing, I would encourage you to remain calm, breathe deep, and don't get so tied up in all that's going on that you get heart all aflutter, as they would say. Relax and go over the things that you know are going to help you in the long term. What do you think? Love to hear from you and love to find out what you have and any way we can help you out. Please let us know. Hey, don't stop now. We've got a lot more videos out there for you about freedom and liberty, living the life of an entrepreneur who believes in live and let live. As a matter of fact, here's a way you can make a positive difference in the world. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. That lets the algorithms know, those wacky algorithms know, that, hey, people like this kind of thing of live and let live and doing it in a peaceful way. Thanks for being here with us, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.